Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Warning.
You are now.
Hello, and what up, though? It's your one and only girl, Kisha Kee, and I'm back again with another episode on the Kisha Kee Show. The title of today's show is Disorderly Conduct, and I must tell y'all, we got some stories today. People have been popping off the chains. But first of all, how y'all doing out there? Thank you again for tuning in to the Kisha Kee Show. How are you? Today has been a wonderful day for me. I feel good. Mark, how do you feel tonight?
I am great.
Great.
It's always good to have you with them cheeks and that smile and that energy in the building.
Is it me you're looking for?
You brighten my day up even if I'm going through some shit. Since a short time you've been on the network, I can't seem to stay in a bad mood if Kisha Kee is around.
Well, bless you. I'm honored to be here.
Well, yes, we're glad to have you
Splendid.
here.
This is splendid.
Glad to have you here.
Glad to see everybody tuning in. Okay, y'all. What's going on? What's happening? What up, though? 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 The weather has been weird. We had snow.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we had snow going on. Yeah, that was crazy.
Winter just bust a U-turn right there under the bridge on the freeway.
And everybody was sliding around talking about,
stop the traffic.
I'm telling you.
I mean, Lowe's and Home Depot got grills out and rakes and all of that, you know what I'm saying? And then they just got some more snow come down. Like, what the hell? Like, just confused everybody.
Facts. Is it supposed to snow some more?
It probably is going to snow some more, but it's going to be 70 degrees on Saturday, and then we're going to get 2 more feet of snow on Monday.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it's like,
I was jamming for a minute.
Michigan
weather. Wow.
No, I don't know about the snow for real. I don't mean to scare y'all, but we is going to get 70 degrees this weekend, supposedly.
Oh, that is going to be nice. This weekend, 70 degrees. I might be outside.
I was just about to say, get your sundresses out and shit.
I don't know about sundresses.
You know sundresses?
Maybe capris. Knickerbockers.
Okay, knickerbockers.
What up, though? Thank y'all for tuning in. Like I said,
Let me share the video, and y'all share the video too. Let me go share it in some groups and all of that type of stuff while we here, since we getting started and all of that. Get Kisha Kee.
Let's do
some people in here tuning in, because you got some interesting stuff to talk about today.
Yes,
I seen the video already. Y'all ain't seen the video, so we got a lot to talk about today.
Yeah, we definitely got a lot to talk about, y'all. As always, we got a lot to talk about. Like I said, y'all, what's happening? What up, though? I'm in a good mood and a good vibe.
What's up? All right. Sherry Nix on YouTube. What's going on, Sherry? How you doing?
Sherry. Hey, girl. Hey, all right, y'all. So today, disorderly conduct. Disorderly conduct.
Whose conduct is disorderly?
Let's start off with the first. Gunica Miller. Gunica Miller, a.k.a. Monica.
Oh.
A.k.a. Monica.
Gunica.
She then went down there to the prison and visit the love of her life, see murder. Love will do something to you, won't it?
Oh, boy.
Now, my thing is, now she divorced Shannon Brown. But, I wonder, all of those songs that she had wrote, was it really about him? I'm wondering. What you think, Mark?
Who, See Murder?
Yeah. You should have known that. That one. Gunica Miller. They say she about to marry him.
Yeah, that's what they see. It was we'll say it's alleged.
Right. They say.
Word around the internet is
literally
that
rumored.
She is possibly looking to tie the knot with Mr. Murder.
Yeah.
Who's behind bars for
life.
For life. Okay.
What are your thoughts on that, though? Man.
You know what? I'd be like, if I was in that situation, like I would be honest enough for myself to say, you know what? Why would I want this woman to give me anything that she would be to me and for me as my wife? She would be that, because she's obviously that now.
Right.
I wouldn't stop. So had she ever stopped being that when she was married to the other guy?
Shannon Brown, it just seemed to me, that's my girl, but it seemed like once he started to not be as in the limelight as much, things changed. I don't know.
She slid back out of there, huh?
Yeah, it's like she started to shallow away. I know that they were having some marital problems and Shannon was going through some sort of cheating phase. But my thing is, what possibly could Monica do with this gentleman being in jail for life?
Yeah,
Even though he's a
what-
celebrity.
and what could he do with her? Even,
Right.
I mean, so, and what I'm saying is anything that that she's doing, providing him with any kind of comfort, consultation, any kind of
Yeah.
monies, right? She could do that without being his wife. Why would
Right,
she?
right.
Why would she want to make that obligation to herself, knowing? Or I guess maybe whatever she gets out of it is fulfilling. But knowing the benefits of it in it for her, and why would he be that selfish as to want to tie her down? Because now what? What are you going to do? Get mad at her for cheating on you?
Exactly.
What
Facts.
do you? Why?
Facts.
Why are you that selfish that you?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to. Like live
I
your
would-
life. You can help
right.
me. You can help me and do whatever you're gonna do to be for me, be
Yeah.
there for me. How you gonna be
Facts.
without me being selfish and you know what I'm saying? Now whatever. Now if they've been pen paling and all of that to the point where they feel like that about each other, more power to you. You know what I'm saying? Well, there ain't that much pen pal with me in the world and shit. The way I'm gonna want to marry your ass and shit,
Facts.
or that I'm gonna be so attached to you. Know, again, never
Yes,
say never because I
indeed.
hope that I never end up in jail for life. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Facts.
So you know, and if I do, hopefully I have somebody that's there for me. But again, I'm not going to be selfish to the point where, you know, I'm going to say, you know what, I'm gonna legally bind you to me.
Right. And
To
but
the
you know
point
what?
where you
That's
can't even
crazy.
get no dick and shit. You cheating on me now. No, you go on ahead and get that. You go and do that because you might be able to get some money to put on my books. From
Money
that,
to
as
put
I
on
say.
the
So
books, but
whatever,
that's
like
about
that.
it.
That's like help. I'm not going
Right.
to lock you up with me.
Yeah.
Right.
What's that? The Love All Over Me video. Now that you just said everything in its entirety, basically the top of that Love All Over Me video from Monica is her and Mano. I'm thinking Mano was possibly, yeah, the rapper Mano. I think that he could have possibly be, reenacting C Murder. Because, like you just said, don't wait for me. I don't know. I just feel like Monica, that's my girl. She's stylish. She's well put together. She's very spiritual. But at the same time, like, why would you want to
she might be
shortstop yourself
because
like
I was
that?
just
That's
thinking
where
like
her heart is,
she
though.
might be one of them chicks that's kind of like fine as hell and crazy, like Chili from TLC, and she can't
And
find.
she
a
burnt
dude,
that
you know what I'm
brother
saying?
house down.
She can't find one. You know, it ain't another
Facts.
one that's gonna tolerate what she has to bring. It ain't even about handling her. Some people just can't tolerate you. Mm-hmm. That's where people get it wrong. Yeah, can't no man handle me. And when a woman said that to me, that means that you are too much to tolerate.
Yeah, I
That's
don't.
what it
Yeah, I
sounds
don't
like. 'Cause
like
you
that.
shouldn't want a man to handle you. Are you an animal, like
Yeah.
an animal handler? Are you an animal?
But what if I
Are you
said
a
I want
wild
a man
animal?
to handle me with grace? What about that?
That means handle you. That means treat you carefully. Treat you with consideration. That's what that sounds like to me.
Okay,
Be
cool.
considerate. That's what that sounds like.
I don't know.
But see, a man can't handle me. That means that I'm just a wild ass animal. And you can't no man put no leash on me. You can't cage me. You can't contain me. That's what that sounds like to me. I don't even want your animal ass. Then you go take your ass to the zoo
Yeah, they
where you belong.
I would say that handle me. Like, no, you don't want to tell a guy to handle you. You want,
Or
I
you
think,
can't handle me.
Yeah.
You shouldn't. A dude shouldn't want to handle you. You shouldn't want a man to handle you. You shouldn't want to be something that needs to be handled.
Yeah. Yeah, I also feel like too. But what about when y'all say, "No, you can't handle me, girl. You can't handle me," and such and such. It's the
It's
same thing.
shit.
Yeah,
It's the
it's the
same
same
damn
thing.
thing.
It's the same
and
thing.
that's an identifier, right? That's when a person knows that they are wrong or they're too much, right?
Right.
Kind of like sometimes people they come to in a situation saying excuse me for my bullshit, basically.
Right, basically. But I'm
You know what
about
I'm
to
saying?
act a
I'm
fool.
about to
But
act a damn
excuse
fool and
me
shit.
as a disclaimer. I know that all too well. All right then.
So yeah, it's like people. That's people knowing, like almost giving themselves an excuse for the bullshit that they know they're about to do.
Yeah, I think it's offensive when people do that. Hey, I'm about to have an attitude, but excuse me, such and such and such. Don't take it out on me.
I've heard that plenty
Yeah.
of times. Like I'm having a bad day. If you know you're having a bad day, then correct that energy before you insert yourself into the. And if you can't, then that means that you have a problem.
Absolutely.
Handling yourself.
Yeah,
You know what I
having
mean?
accountability and handling yourself for sure. Yeah, but you staring.
I'm just saying, because that's how it is. That's how I be with people. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's just
I
like,
already know. I already know. Absolutely.
people don't hold themselves accountable for their own disorderly conduct.
They don't, and it can be very, much so
disorderly.
very, very, very uncomfortable. Disorderly conduct, the name of today's show. But would you say C Murder and Monica is like the example of true love does exist no matter what? Because to me, that's true love. To want to go up there. I mean, but you know what? For a moment, they were saying Kim Kardashian and Lala was advocating for him to get out of prison.
And they should, because he is innocent. He is innocent. You know what I mean? So I understand that her being there for him in that aspect of him being innocent shouldn't be there in the first damn place. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave a man, hanging like that, like I said. But she can be for him whatever it is that she's being for him without the legal tie, without the legal tie.
And
maybe that's just her way of pledging allegiance to him and saying that I'll always be here for you. Just
right,
as a mental,
just like
comfortability for him. But she still might go get some dick somewhere and shit. It ain't like he can stop it.
Oh
it ain't
my
like he'll
God.
know it. It ain't like he gonna know it. What he gonna do? Get mad and say that you're cheating on me? She's cheating now, man. You're in jail for the rest of your life.
For the rest of his life.
So what is it that what is it that she needs to do to keep herself?
But that's
satisfied?
The system, though. That's the system. Pin you down for something that you didn't do. Then we have a lot of men in jail because of that. And if he's innocent, then I can't lie. I hope everything works out for that brother. If he's innocent.
I really do, man. I really do.
Yeah, because that's very sad.
I know the story. I've seen, several different documentaries and stories about what happened with him, and all arrows point towards that man being innocent. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. So I don't understand why it's so difficult for things to be overturned. That's scary about the system, man.
That's the scariest thing about the system. And I think his brother was trying to advocate for him to get out of jail, too.
Yeah, he was.
The whole No Limit family. Yeah. I don't know.
They had their discrepancies. They had their discrepancies.
Yeah,
Master
I was about
P
to say,
They had their discrepancies at the same time. But
yeah.
Master P did advocate for him to, to be released as well. So.
Well, see, that's the system for you. Because there's a lot of things going on. Like, I just saw a video earlier about an 8-year-old baby. An 8-year-old boy. An 8-year-old black boy. I got a story on it, y'all. Disorderly conduct. We about to get into it.
Disorderly who?
Conduct.
Oh, okay.
Nah, y'all. Disorderly conduct. But basically, this story right here is very upsetting because this is a baby.
Boy, I thought you said something else right there. Go ahead. I was like, fucked up for a minute.
Hey, T-Vibes. Hello. Thank you so much for your continuous support. Disorderly conduct. That's
Maybe
the name of the
she's kind of
show.
on him getting out, as many innocent black men have been doing lately. And
That's true.
That may be, the case. But, don't look like Biden is pressing for it. And it's, sad to say, as much as Donald Trump, he got a couple of us out. A couple of black people out. Now, I don't know if that was just pandering. Right? That could have been just pandering, but...
How do you feel? Okay, so now we're venturing off. Now that he's said something about this, I want to know, because a lot of people do feel like they probably should have stood behind Donald Trump. I must say, even though the man was extremely controversial, extremely dividing the country, it was to the point now, that you could be riding up Gratiot and get into a road rage incident with somebody just for looking at them. Crazy. So I do feel like that heaviness, that hate has been lifted, but as far as the business aspect of us moving forward, because never in a million years would I have thought that I would have seen gas prices spike up to $4 in Michigan.
I mean, they'd been a little bit higher than that in previous years. I remember when the Bush administration was in office in like around 9/11 time, when there was a little bit, it was even higher than it is. Well, then it got, recently after when the war started. So, but at the same time, all of the presidents, none of the presidents are going to be presidents who fix shit to the point that the people, the general people will feel it. To my knowledge, these presidents are always in place to keep pushing forth the agenda of the government, basically. You know what I'm saying? So no matter if it was Obama or Bush or Biden or whoever, they could only do so much to change things. Like they can't. So do I think Trump was better? Like
he just divided the country. a lot more than it already
It was there's
was. It was
pros
a
and there,
lot.
there's pros and cons to every president. And that's the
That's
reason
true.
why that's how they keep it going. You know what I mean? There's things that some presidents do that'll have people vouching for them, and then there's some things that some presidents do that'll have people against them, right? And then when the next president come in, there'll always be things that'll make you look back like, oh well, look at this president, what this
Right.
president changed, and it made it worse than the last one. You know what I mean? But then there'll be some things that say, oh well, he did good on it. So it's pros and cons to all that. The two birds are the same. Two wings of the same bird that's flying in the direction that's not helping none of us on our level. So, like, I don't think that it would have made a difference either way. To make a long story short, it wouldn't have changed.
I agree. I agree.
I don't think it would. Everything would still be exactly what it is right now, no matter if Obama had stayed in the second office. If Trump was still the president right now, we would still be where we are with everything. You know what I mean? Because if Trump would have got in office now, everybody that was his fans would have been like, "See, now the gas prices is high." Like, you know what I mean? So
That's
because
true.
now we have we have nothing to hold him accountable for because he would have been in a second term, and it's nothing for him to lose now. So he could have got in office and fucked everything up, and So it right at the end of the day, like I said, it doesn't make a difference which president would have been in office. We still would have been in the same spot. That's my observation of it.
Yeah, I do agree. I'm going to go ahead and ride with Biden, even though a lot of people oppose because of the peace that I feel ever since Trump left, the peace. And I know that people may say that that's not a lot, but that means a lot because it was to the point. I remember riding down Gratiot here in Detroit for all of my out of town viewers. And I would see people with signs. Did you see that riding down
Saying
Gratiot?
what?
Just saying stuff about Trump this and Trump. It was like they were getting very aggressive. I can't remember verbatim the signage, but I do remember their demeanors.
He just had a very riled up and excited group
But
of
can you
supporters.
imagine that continuously now? We all in the street fighting, back in another whole riot, Detroit riot. So that's why I said that I'm rocking with Biden right now because of the peace. That's it, y'all.
It's like we had peace in the country. We had peace in the world. We had with war in the country. Right
Yeah.
now we got Biden in, and we got peace in the country and war in the world.
Yep, absolutely. Right. Make that make sense. Right. I don't know. I see y'all in the comments. Hey there, you agree, Debbie? Patricia, you talking about Monica saying maybe she's counting on him getting out as many innocent black men have been doing lately. I do agree. I do that's a strong woman of faith anyway. So I think she's really standing behind him because of that reason.
Yeah, I think Monica. We know that Monica is not like just say a dumb girl, right? We know
Right.
she's not stupid. Like I feel like that's just a token of her love to him, a pledge of allegiance,
Right.
To him, and just a blanket of security for him. To know
It's
that he
right.
has somebody.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do agree.
That's what it is. You know what I mean? It may be getting things, may be getting, he been in there for a while now, and he has, right, a spike in, I want to say, popularity in the story over the last few years, and maybe now it has dwindled down, and he may be feeling, lonely, left out. The spotlight is not on him no more.
Right.
So he may have been excited about all of the spotlight about his story, and now it's like, okay, nobody's paying attention to me no more, and it's like I have less of a chance of getting out. You know what I mean? So this is just her swooping in and being there for him and giving him a pick me up in that moment where it's like, okay, everything.
You think this might be a media stunt, though? You think she actually could possibly be?
I mean, it's Hollywood. It's entertainment.
Right,
so it's always a possibility of that.
right. It's always a possibility of that for
all
sure,
of the
yeah.
sentimental, extra moonlighting bullshit that I'm saying, and publicity. It could be all of that and that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just like no different than, and this is kind of a sidebar topic that you probably want to talk about. The whole situation with DJ Envy and his wife. Did you see what happened with that?
I did not. Please enlighten me.
He had a recent interview where him and his wife was on there discussing their relationship, and she disclosed the fact that out of her, I believe, 15-year relationship, 15-plus-year relationship, that he had never indeed made her climax during sex, and in fact that she had faked every orgasm ever And she said that during the interview, and now we got a comparison.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we got one of
Oh
those
my God. Whoa.
So yes, that was the situation with
Wait a minute.
him and his wife, who have been married for quite some time, and she, disclosed the information that he has never made her climax during sex, and in fact, she had faked it every time.
And so he's gonna definitely should get a divorce. That's a breach of trust. That's a breach of trust.
I mean, you've been
Why
lying
would you
to me the
put
whole.
that? DJ Envy is wife. What?
Yeah.
I wish I would have. Disorderly conduct.
See?
Coming to you live on the Kisha Kee show.
Another.
This is a. First of all, okay, let's get into this because. Right, Patricia TMI, because one thing you're not supposed, I don't know what's going on with the women. You got Jada not standing beside Will, and then you got her not standing beside her husband. A lot of people are comparing that to that situation. So she's another version of Jada and how she's, what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? Demasculating, the word. Yeah, she's emasculating.
Emasculating.
Yeah,
that's the word I'm
yeah. You're never supposed to do that.
Yeah, and
wait a minute,
and making fun of her man, making a mockery of her man
in the public eye. This man, DJ Envy, is very successful. I don't see him in the tabloids as being a very chaotic radio personality. I don't see any type of scandal.
He's not Charlamagne,
like that.
right?
Right. And Charlamagne do be in the tabloids and actually got video of him taking off running.
Yeah, getting his ass whooped in the middle of the street.
But why would you put that out there for the masses, for people that do not care at all about you, to make fun of what goes on in your personal, matter of fact, in your bedroom with your husband? Absolutely unacceptable.
We live in a day and age now where people care more about who you're fucking more than what you do, right? It's not about the quality of the product or the talent that you have. Who you're fucking is more important than all of that.
Well, see, no. Wait, why? Y'all, Lord, Debbie, Patricia, my ladies in the comments, why would you go out there and tell us that? What was the plan?
What was the point? What was your motive?
Was there a rebuttal with DJ Envy?
DJ Envy went on to say, I didn't watch the whole interview. There was a mere clip that I seen, but he went on to say that how he was shocked and that he was like wowed and like, I'm thinking all of this time that I'm big strong arm Willie putting it down. He said, well, when she said it, it's like, I'm like, no, you lying. I hear you or I hear it. You know what I mean? When you're doing so he basically saying, I'm fooled. You fooled me and shit. Like, you're lying because I was fooled.
Yeah,
and then he felt, and then it was a blow to his ego.
Yeah,
he felt like
definitely. I would feel,
putting it down. You know what I mean? And they come to find out that he wasn't all of these fucking years. It's like, okay, well, I mean, was she going somewhere else to get it done, or
right?
Was it just
I'm sorry, it would have been an immediate divorce. Disorderly conduct.
That's a breach of contract.
That is definitely a breach of trust. You are not supposed to go out there and tell the masses something as awful as that. That I don't know. Is that supposed to get his attention? Because
that's like me having a team, right? Me having a podcast team, right? Me having a podcast team and me coming in and me telling the girls, oh, look, the girls all got to step it up and shit. All the fellas podcasts and shit, they numbers is going up. They whipping y'all ass and shit. Like, y'all got to...
Right.
Like, that's not right.
Right.
That's not a way to encourage a motherfucker to do better.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Focusing and emphasizing on what they're doing wrong to the point where you're, no.
Yeah.
If you tell them what they're doing right so they do that more.
Right,
Don't tell them what they're doing wrong and shit so that they, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then make it a competition of where they're doing wrong less than you.
Yeah, understandable. But she should have never absolutely went out there and told them people that.
Yeah.
I would have definitely filed a divorce because, I mean, you don't want to apply that type of pressure on your husband. He's doing very well at the Breakfast Club, and he is a very
feeding your old broke coochie ass. He's feeding that broke ass dysfunctional coochie and shit.
Oh my God, yo.
Your coochie don't work. That's what it is.
Mark. Huh? Oh my God.
I'm sorry. Okay,
please
I forgot.
stop.
This is your show.
This is my show. I don't want you.
The views and opinions of Mark D are not those of the Kisha Kee show.
Please. Okay. In any way, you guys. Okay. So basically, that whole situation was a breach of trust. She should be ashamed of herself for telling us that because it did nothing.
It didn't help.
It really did nothing. And it was pointless. It hurt a lot more than it helped, you think? I think it hurts him emotionally, but as far as her, it makes her look like a fool. It makes her
So
look
it
like a
hurt
fool.
more than it helped because it helped nothing, and it hurt.
Definitely,
It
yeah.
hurt both of them in some kind
It-
of a way.
it did, it
even
did,
if even if it
it
made
did,
them both
it
look
did.
bad, right? Even if it didn't hurt the relationship.
But it's kind of like that's embarrassing because
It
baby,
is.
this ain't what you supposed to be
You're
saying
not
to the
supposed to.
people.
That's like that. Like in
You're
a
not
marriage,
supposed to.
like that is exactly what a marriage is to me. Like I want to be able to have those type of situations with if it happens, which I'm doubt it will. But it's like without it being publicized, that shit should be. This is private. This is our relationship. It's not a relationship now. It's like
Yeah.
anything that's a relationship is personal to you, right? It's sacred to you. Whether it's your relationship with God, right? You can't nobody tell you about your relationship with God. It's personal to you,
Right.
Can't nobody tell you about your relationship with your children. It's personal to you, and your mate should be the same way. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nobody should be able to tell you about your person because they don't know. It's like they're not inside of the relationship.
Right.
You're letting people inside of the relationship now. You're giving them ammo to shoot at you with. Oh, why are y'all even married? He can't even make you come. Why are you
People
married to all
don't
this shit? She can't
value the sacredness of marriage because I would have never. You don't put that stuff out there. Oh my God, jeez, oh peesh. What?
You giving them the ammo to shoot you with.
Exactly. And why? When your husband actually, I don't hear anything bad about
He ain't
that
never
man
said
like
nothing.
that.
He had never said nothing bad about her from what I heard from what I've ever experienced.
Right. So why would you go out there and do
And
that?
the
Just
first
leave.
chance you get on the platform and tell everybody that he don't make you come. Never. Not one time in
my
the whole
God.
15 years of marriage. You faked orgasms all the time.
Yeah, that wasn't for us to know.
Is that disorderly conduct?
That's definitely disorderly conduct. Uh-oh. All right, y'all. Moving forward from that because I want to just say to DJ Envy wife, baby, come on now. Come on now. You know better than that, sis. You know better than that. That's not what
What that
we
meme
do.
on TikTok say, ain't no way, bro.
Yeah, ain't no way.
Ain't no
boy.
way, boy.
Ain't no
way, boy.
I thought it was ain't no way,
Yes,
boy.
boy. Ain't no way, boy.
Yeah, you don't do that,
Ain't
my
no
good
way, boy.
sister.
Ain't no
You
way,
don't
boy.
do that.
Hell
Well,
no, ain't no way, boy. I got to put that on the sound effect.
you
boy.
need to.
Ain't no way, boy.
Definitely. Y'all, disorderly conduct, right? Yeah, but nah, moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
So, on a more lighter turned heavy note,
Uh-oh.
ASAP Rocky.
Oh, shit.
Oh boy. Now, you know, they recently announced that they were having a baby. Congratulations to Rihanna and her, I want to just speak it into existence, her future husband. Yeah. And their family. You know, ASAP Rocky, oh boy, arrested at LAX airport after Barbados trip with Rihanna. ASAP Rocky, yeah, was
He done
arrested.
shot a nigga.
Yeah, he done shot somebody, y'all. Yeah, so he is under investigation for an incident that occurred in California last November. According to police reports, he was obtained by NBC News. Officials say ASAP shot at the victim 3 to 4 times, and one of the bullets have grazed his hand. Talking about a happy moment turned cold. So,
Disorderly
conduct. You don't know how to act. That's a prime example of your past following you into your future.
And how far along is Rihanna pregnant?
I have no idea.
And this is a shooting that happened when?
Last November.
I'm just trying to figure out which thing he shot up first. Was it that? Was it the thing? Was it Rihanna?
Y'all know how far along?
Or was
I have
it
no.
at the airport? Did he shoot up the airport? Or
I want
did
to
he
know.
shoot up the club?
I don't know. I think it was the. I think
He
it was
probably shot the
the
airport.
victim. The victim first.
He
I don't think
shot
she's
up the
that
airport
far
first.
along.
And then he came home and shot up Rihanna club. And shit.
You need to stop.
I'm just saying.
You
You know what I mean?
need to stop.
Disorderly conduct.
Disorderly conduct. Oh my God.
Just
No, you
shooting
need
up
to
everywhere.
stop. Oh my God. So basically, I just feel like that wasn't so much of a good look. You know, you have all this happiness. You're having a new baby. Rihanna is like a billionaire now. And, you know, ASAP Rocky, I'm not really so much of a fan, but they look great together. So it's just kind of like, why would you... Well, wait a minute. He didn't know his life was going to be like
He's one lucky
this.
son of a bastard. I know that much.
He was a thug. He was a thug in love.
Thug in love.
A thug in love. But they said the brother is under investigation. Attempted murder or whatever. I ain't going to put it out there rumored. You know, I ain't seen nothing, but like you are under investigation.
That's messed
for
up.
a
You shoot a
shooting.
nigga in the hand and get attempted murder. Like, damn.
Brother, y'all, did you all see the story? The man is on his way to jail. There's no way out of that.
It's a rap for him.
Yeah, it's a rap for him. Disorderly conduct.
I hope it's not a rap for him. I'll say this. You know what I mean? But it's not looking good.
It's not.
You know what I mean? If you done shot somebody, you're probably going to.
I wonder how she felt. Like, oh my God. Like, wait a minute. Huh? I wonder, did he ever speak on this? Like, babe, I have a very troubled past. There's a possibility in the future this may catch up with me. But in the meantime, let's enjoy this little time. You know, if you had a baby, put some money on my books.
Look, baby, like maybe a couple of months before I shot up the club, I shot up the airport. So when we get,
he ain't shoot up the airport. It occurred in California last November. He done shot somebody about 3 or 4 times. They say rumored.
He shot up the block. Then he shot up the block. He didn't shot up the club. He said so a couple months before I shot up the club.
Google is thinking possibly in May. Yeah. Oh, that means
that's
she
next month. Shit.
Oh man, dearest Rihanna.
So she's 8 months right now.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Between the last story with the goon with C Murder, and then you got ASAP with the gun. Everybody wants to do something criminal. Just go and be happy. Make you a family. Make a future and legacy for yourself. You know, everybody wants to grab the gun and do something crazy.
Like T Grizzly. He just got married.
Yeah.
Not too long
Congratulations
to
T Grizzly.
Get married and just
on
go
your
duck
marriage.
off with your money somewhere and go be happy. Make some babies.
Yeah.
And build a cabin.
No, Patricia.
Farm, like Rick Ross.
Not stuck with Chris Brown. Yeah, because that baby is troubled. He's troubled. But he's very, very talented. But I don't think that would have worked.
Like that actually would have been you would have want them to work together because of who they are and what they do, and it's just like all the love and R&B, type of situation. You know what I mean?
I don't know,
but yeah, they was a toxic situation.
Yeah, that situation was toxic. But see, that's what I'm saying. The way of the world is like everything has to be exposed to the public. What's going on in your household? So you got DJ Envy and his wife. You got Monica and her troubled marriage with, her past ex-husband, Shannon. Now she's running the C Murders Rescue. You got ASAP Rocky that should have been embracing what should have been a beautiful moment. Now he's caught up in the laws, disorderly conduct. It's just not good. Just not good at all for ASAP. And I hope that there is more information released in the near couple of days. Definitely, because I would like to know, because I was really happy for them and their little pictures. She got on her little pink jacket, stomach just showing. She's showing.
I mean, yeah, like I ain't seen a pregnant woman that fine and I don't know how damn long.
Oh my
I'm just saying.
I saw in the comments the other day, the guy was like, she not even fine. She just regular fine.
Man, she just.
What's regular fine? What is regular fine? Do you understand? What does that mean?
We don't need nothing to be fine. Just no condiments.
Foolishness.
Just
the views and opinions of Mark D is not that of the Kisha Kee.
You take the buns out of the wrapper. You don't need to put no ketchup on it, no meat, no lettuce, it's just fine bun.
Well, I think that she's very talented. She's a very beautiful girl, and I hope everything works out for her family.
Definitely.
For sure, because I think that this is kind of like I don't think she necessarily wants to be caught up in that type of image. Like, come on, we got this baby together, we got this family, and then there's you.
You know what plain fine is, right? What did he say?
He said Rihanna is just regular fine.
Regular fine, right? So you see how when you go in the grocery store and you got the Hawaiian sweet rolls that's fresh, right? You see how pretty they look and shit, just in the package, just with nothing on it and shit. Mm-hmm. And that's regular fine. Like you don't even need nothing. It's straight out the pack fine. You don't need to put no butter on it. You don't need to put no...
What? Not
Hawaiian sweet roll fresh out the bag fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That's what that is.
Regular fine. Mm-hmm. Like I said, much respect and prayers to their family, because that will break a sister down. She already pregnant, and then here you are. You done shot somebody, they say. Rumored. Alleged, all of that.
It's always something, man.
It is always something.
Bring brothers down and shit. Right when they have some type of a peak.
Right when they have some type of peak. I swear.
What did Denzel say to Will?
Denzel did say to Will, "It's at your greatest moment when the devil tries you." But that's why you got to be extremely prayerful, though, because this was a good moment for them. Everybody was just like, oh, look at Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. And then here he goes. He gets right out the airport. No, I think he was actually arrested. Yeah, so he's coming straight off the plane. And now the brother is on his way to jail for what could be attempted murder. You all, that's crazy. Look, Sherry talking about not Hawaiian sweet rolls. Watch out now.
I'm just saying, you know. That just because you know how pretty the Hawaiian sweet roll is when it's just regular. Now imagine making a burger with that. You don't need no condiments for it. You can just put the bun on it with nothing on it.
Okay. Disorderly conduct, y'all, right? Well, like I said, much prayers to Rihanna and her future hubby and their baby. So, y'all, listen, he might be joining C Murder. Understandable, okay? Patricia, he might be. I hope not, though. I really hope that. Ooh, y'all can't get right.
Disorderly conduct.
Disorderly conduct. Can't get right. Can't get right at all.
We should have put that in the parentheses for the show.
Can't get right.
Disorderly conduct.
Can't get right. Listen, Speaking of can't get right.
Man, I was just about to say, we was right here with that one. You was going? Which one you was going with it?
Can't get right. Employers. Let's talk about these jobs.
Oh, man.
Have you ever been wrongfully terminated?
No, one time I got terminated, I was rightfully terminated.
Oh, you were cutting up?
Yeah, I was cutting up. I was burning up.
What'd you do?
I burnt myself the fuck up. That's
what
I did. Yeah, I burnt myself the fuck up. I was taking the grease off the damn oven, and I spilled the grease on my arm. You see this black spot on my arm?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's a grease burn and shit. That's a grease burn from Arby's. I was making sandwiches. And yeah, you know, because I wasn't going to the doctor because, you know what I mean, as soon as they were going to do what the first thing they was going to do is give you the dope test. I smoked good before I go to work every day. So it's like, yeah, I was going to get fired for failing the drug test. So I just went home and I was rightfully terminated.
Rightfully terminated. I've been wrongfully terminated. I had jealousy seeping through the walls.
Oh, damn. Ain't that some shit? Why the hell? How did you do that? Because you're beautiful.
Because you're beautiful. Listen, no, but on a serious note, y'all, I'm so silly. I got terminated because of jealousy. Literally. My supervisor was jealous because of my bubbly spirit and personality. And it came out. I ain't gonna put the job out there, but I seen her and she was like, you know what? I have to be honest with you. You were one of my best workers.
See? Dumbass.
So what did...
Dumbass.
Why? Was I terminated then? If I was one of your best workers?
Wrongfully.
Wrongfully terminated.
Wrongfully.
Y'all, listen, this next story right here, we got a gentleman, Lord have mercy. A man told his employer not to celebrate his birthday. He has been awarded $450,000 after an unwanted party. Ching, 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 ching. Let me tell you the backstory on this situation.
400.
Listen, if somebody tells you that they cannot have a party and you go forth, Kevin Berlin, who suffers from an anxiety disorder, told his employer a birthday party would trigger a panic attack. Excuse me, y'all. A lawsuit alleges.
It would trigger a patty cake.
I'm sorry, y'all got tripped up.
You said
a birthday. I got tripped up in my tongue. I'm sorry, y'all.
A birthday party would trigger a patty cake.
Anyway, let me keep telling y'all the story. So when the employee confronted the manager about dishonoring his request, he then sent the employee home and terminated him that next day. Wrongful termination. If this man, and this is ratchet news right here, because I don't understand. What was she saying? Oh, yes, people will be so jealous of your person. Absolutely, Sherry. Absolutely. They most certainly will. But this man was terminated because he told his boss, if you have this party, I am going to have a panic attack. I don't like being around people. A lot of people are very introverted. You know, it's triggering for people. And they went on ahead and had the party anyway. And he won $450,000 awarded to him, a lawsuit. What, what are you thinking about? Wrongful termination.
Because what I'm thinking about is what kind of situation I can concoct at a job that I can go apply for tomorrow and say, hey, you know what? I'm allergic to cash registers. You can't put me on the cash register because I'm going to have a Tourette's attack. And then they're going to put me on the cash register and I'm going to say, and then I'm going to have a motherfucking lawsuit because I told their asses not to put me on the shit. Then when I start tripping out in front of the customers, then they got to give me my $400.
They have to, because, I mean, he did tell them.
And if I tell them that I'm going to have an episode if you put me on the chicken, and I'm going to go apply at KFC if I get around the chicken.
And then it did say something in an article that when the employee did confront the manager and the manager started to raise his voice, it triggered another panic attack. But $450,000, then you turn around and you fired him after he forewarned you about his wishes.
That's what I'm saying. I wonder what kind of situation I can concoct and tell them that I have a disorder of some type and shit, and then walk myself into a lawsuit. That was their dumb ass fault. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Maybe they thought that he wasn't serious, or they thought that it was like they was gonna do like a viral TikTok of his fucking reaction to some shit.
But to me, that's like
wrong.
Bullying. That's like a form of bullying to me. That is a form of bullying because he told you to not do something, and you don't have the right to proceed. If that's what he's telling you is going to trigger his anxiety, you don't know people's story. You don't know what type of homes they're coming from. Why would you sit up there and have the man the whole party? And now he won from it. Hey, dollars. Shout out to Kevin Burling.
Dumbass. Like, I should have thought of that one.
Why? When you was... Nah.
I should have thought of that one.
Listen, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Look, the brother... Listen, he could have came from a troubled home. Why would you throw him a birthday celebration?
Hey.
You don't got nothing?
I should have thought of that one. That's all I got for it. I'm mad. I'm jealous. That's a $500,000 come up.
What? Y'all, today is Disorderly Conduct. We are really vibing on this Kisha Kee show. How y'all feeling out there? Let me see what's going on. T-Boz, thank you so much for always tuning in. Patricia, thank you. Sherry, thank you so much, sis, for your support, y'all. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you to everybody that's tuning in. If I can't see you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What are you all's thoughts about?
And everybody on YouTube.
And everybody on YouTube, I'm so sorry. Thank you. Mwah, I love you guys so much, and thank you for your support. What are your thoughts? Has anybody ever been wrongfully terminated from a job? Let me see what's going on in my comments. Wrongful termination.
I think if you're black,
thank you, Debbie.
You've been wrongfully terminated at some sort. Now, I'm not Muslim. I mean, I only had 2 jobs.
You've only had 2.
I ain't been working for the man long enough to be wrongful because I was like, I figured out real quick that if I start my own business, I'm not going to fire myself.
Let me tell you something.
So to get myself out of being fired, I'm just going to create my own job.
Let me tell you something.
And I won't go to work.
Well, there's a lot of entrepreneurship going on. Shout out to all of my business owners and everybody doing their thing. Bow!
Yes.
It's a good look for 2022. Do the damn thing.
Yeah,
do the damn thing.
COVID gave us time to think and figure out and do the damn thing. That's what
for sure.
Yep.
But you know what? A lot of jobs aren't able to get people to work. I wonder what's up with that.
Because we too busy at home doing our own damn thing. They gave us time to figure it out. And
they did.
And they gave us time and talent and money, right, to put behind our ideas.
Yeah.
And now we gave us time off of work because they had to figure out how to eat. You thought we was going to starve. That's what they thought when they cut the jobs off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They thought everybody was going to starve, and then they gave us money and thought that you was just going to pacify us with what it was. We hustlers. So what we did, we figured out a way to use that money to make and sustain more money, and we got so good at it in that shorter period of time that we don't need to or want to go back to work for somebody where we're going to be making half or a quarter of what we're making.
I'm telling you. Grease all on your apron and your hair.
It bit you in the ass. You know what I'm saying? When you gave us that time off thinking we was going to starve, you just gave us time to come up with a creative way to sustain our own lifestyles without your ass. Mm-hmm. And now you want us to come back and you're mad.
Now you want us to come because every time you go, what's up with the fast food chain? They better go hire them
robots. They better go get them robots
that
they
part.
were just so fantasizing about years ago.
Listen, how you got fast food, but I can't get my food fast?
Ooh. What you say?
How do you have fast food, but I can't get my food fast, nor can I get it fresh? Please let me get that number 8 fresh cooked to order with a fruit punch extra ice. Nobody wants to come to work. Nobody wants to come to work because First of all, I just think the pandemic took us to another level. Like, there's a lot within us. It just literally pushed us forward to really expand on our possibilities and abilities. Seriously, the pandemic. Like that. Okay, so the idea for 7 Mile Radio, 15 plus years ago, right? Just an idea. I remember you told the story on the previous shows,
Okay.
shows ago.
Right. What?
I just feel like because we are in an at will state, right? They could hire and fire you without no reason.
That was
It did bring out the best in us.
80% of my motive on why I put so much energy and emphasis behind making 7 Mile Radio my career as opposed to my hobby. Is because, back when I was in high school, right before the years prior to me starting this, I witnessed my mother work for a plant for 15, 18 years and get laid off. Right when that big layoff, all of that shit was going on back with the auto company and shit.
Right.
And, had to trying to find a way to rebound and recuperate from that. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to spend the next 10, 15 years of my life investing into a company and they still have the ability to just cut my livelihood off at the flick of a switch, without even explaining to me why. I figured that it would be, you know what I'm saying? With no reason.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? It's more of a gamble for me to attempt to build an empire of my own that I know that I'm not gonna fire myself from. You know what I'm saying? Whatever results I render from that is something that I will be satisfied with 15 years from now. I'm thinking when I start, right? No matter if I'm if I'm rich, got a big ass house, or if I'm just able to keep and sustain food in my mouth and shit without nobody being able to take it from me. Whichever those will be the goal. I'm gonna put the tenacity and the energy forth to make sure that it's not anything else but one of those. I can't do nothing but succeed. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And when it's at my own discretion, when it's at my own responsibility to get up and make these things happen and shit, I feel like it's a better percentage, a better probability of it, me being successful at it as opposed to doing it for somebody. Because every job that I work at has a boss. Why not me be the boss? I'm making somebody else
right,
rich.
and that's what the pandemic did for us. It made a lot of bosses, a lot of leaders.
It put us at the top of the totem pole.
Hey,
and gives
sure
us,
did.
Gives us a blocks to build from.
It sure did. It sure did. But it's with these jobs, unless you have a union, it's just like hire and fire. Unless you are a part of the union, honestly, and then even then there's stipulations behind that. But if y'all are looking for a job, they are hiring. They are hiring.
They definitely are.
They need help everywhere. Okay.
I mean, I've seen even some I ain't gonna say ridiculous because it's never ridiculous. I mean, amount of money per hour, but versus what they used to pay people per hour. I've seen
$15,
some
I think.
ridiculous price hikes and the hourly pay in some of these places. You know what I mean? But then you got to take in consideration the amount of help that they need, right? And then you got to consider the amount that they're paying now. How much more responsibility are you going to have in these places, right? When they used to paying you, $12 per hour, $10 per hour, now I want to hike it up to $15. Now you're going to be doing two positions. You're not going to be just the cashier at KFC. You're going to be the cashier, the packer, and the product coordinator.
Right. And speaking of that, I was at Wingstop the other day, getting me a little 6-piece Louisiana rub with 3. Fried hard with the plain on the other 3.
Ain't bring me none.
Delicioso.
Ain't bring me one.
Delicioso.
Not one. Didn't bring me the sauce.
Nothing. Yeah, it was kind of raining out there that day. But anyway, y'all, 2 workers. Okay. She said she got about 25 orders. When I tell you, they made it happen. They made it happen. But still, they hiring. Go get you a job. And
they
then,
paying both of their asses $22 an hour. It's 2 of them. They running the whole place all day.
22 an hour?
I'm just playing.
Oh, I'm about to say what now?
Look, you about to go make you some wings, ain't
Let
you?
me tell you something. I can help put the sauce on. Yeah, y'all. But yeah, the pandemic definitely breeded success for a lot of us. It really gave us time to self-reflect. It gave us time to really challenge ourselves, in our entrepreneurship skills. It definitely gave us time. Well, I was working during the pandemic, and I was actually helping in the COVID department. So I'm absolutely humbled. I've seen it all. throughout the pandemic. So yeah, for y'all that got to sit in the house and cultivate, more power to you. But for me, I was sitting up there moving COVID patients.
Yeah, shout out to all of shout out to all of the essential workers that was,
shout out
that
to all
were
the
working,
essential workers.
that were working all throughout the pandemic.
All throughout the pandemic.
Working all throughout the pandemic. Then the vaccine came out.
And it's still not helping us.
And then they said all of the workers that were working throughout the pandemic that wasn't even getting sick, now you got to take this shot or you can't work no more.
Right. Or it's mandated at a lot of jobs. You can't even have your job anymore where I'm at if you don't have that vaccine. Yep. And they actually uplift the whole mask requirements as well, too. You don't have to have a mask on. But the COVID prices, I was looking on the news, not COVID prices.
COVID prices?
Excuse me.
Where's the COVID store, ladies and gentlemen? Where's the COVID store?
The COVID numbers are hiking.
Can we just shut the COVID store down, please?
Please stop.
Okay.
The COVID numbers are hiking according to the news because they have lifted that mask mandate. And then again, COVID prices. Gas was $1 and some change. Yeah, COVID prices. I see.
And then when they hiked the gas up, like that COVID had stopped going around, we stopped hearing about it. I thought that COVID stopped traveling because the gas prices was so high. I thought that maybe we need to take the gas. That's the reason why it's spiking back up, is because the gas prices are dropping. You know what I'm saying? Like, the COVID need gas. So whoever car that the COVID is riding around in, we need to hike the gas prices up.
The views and opinions of Mark D are not that of Kisha Kee.
I'm just saying, you see when the gas prices go up, the COVID numbers go down. Obviously, the COVID is catching the cab somewhere, airplane.
Y'all, oh my God. Oh my God. Anyway.
Every time they raise the gas prices, the COVID seems to go away.
Yeah, like Debbie said, hospitalizations of COVID is creeping up. Yeah.
That's because they driving because the gas prices going down.
Yep.
COVID is getting back in the cabs and on the buses.
But see, I don't feel like they should have lifted that mask mandate like that. I don't know, because
But I mean, if they already proved that the masks don't work. I mean, it's not like it's.
But you know what? Today at work, people were coughing like hell, and I was very offended.
We survived 9/11.
Absolutely not.
We survived.
We
riots.
need masks back on.
All of this just to be scared of a cough.
Well, time out. It's one thing to cough, but that repetition, and then you all up in your chest, falling all over. I don't like that. Yeah. That was supposed to say, bless you for being an essential worker and worker with COVID patients. Wear your mask if nothing else. Yeah. I do agree.
Halitosis is a fact. That's what you said. Wear your mask if nothing else. Halitosis. That's because your breath stank. That ain't because you're spreading the COVID.
Okay.
You spreading the rampant, not the COVID. It's the breath.
Y'all, I really I'm looking forward to. I'm just gonna go ahead and speak it into existence. I'm looking forward to this summer being more. I want to say more festive,
active.
Not necessarily, but more targeted towards the youth.
Okay.
I'm really looking forward to some wonderful things happening with the youth. They really do need it. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we have a real big, one of our podcast brethren, Kong, and from the Go Real or Go Home, is the founder of the Juneteenth festivals in Detroit. So in June, we'll be a big part of the Juneteenth festival. That's actually a week-long situation, and there's a lot of youth-oriented activities. There'll be a part of that event, art displays and such, and performances and all types of things for the youth. Even I believe they'll have like someone like a bounce houses and just all kind of games and stuff for them to play. So it's different areas, different festivities that's going on in different areas on different days, and it's a week-long celebration for Juneteenth. And I'm sure what Juneteenth is about. The holiday that we should be celebrating the most in our in our culture, in our community. So that is going to be a big thing. Funny that you bring up things about the youth for this summer.
we have to implement more programs for the youth, because I've been seeing some of the craziest things, like youth taking, stealing, doing all kind of things, bored.
Because they have nothing else to do.
Nothing else to do.
Right? Nothing else to occupy their time, and no other ways or means that they feel like they can go about getting the things that they want.
Yeah.
So they have to do things like this and end up
Stealing.
like, what's the situation? What's the next episode of disorderly conduct do we have?
Disorderly conduct. So we got an 8-year-old, y'all. 8-year-old baby that I kind of started talking about a little bit earlier on in the show. Syracuse police officers detained an 8-year-old boy for allegedly stealing a bag of Doritos. A group of Syracuse police officers are under fire after a viral video captured them putting an 8-year-old black child into the back of a squad car for allegedly stealing a bag of Doritos from a grocery store. It was filmed by a resident, Kenneth Jackson. But my thing is,
you said what city was this in?
Syracuse. Yep. Stealing a bag of chips. Why did you want to roll the video for the people?
Beautiful, not so beautiful bean footage. How about
Yeah,
that?
let's roll the video for the people.
What are y'all doing? What is y'all doing?
Guess what I'm doing.
Hey, you're like a baby to me. Why you?
Guess what I'm doing.
I don't know what you doing. I just see you snatch him up off the.
No.
So what? So what's going on then?
He's stealing stuff. If he breaks into your house to steal something.
Nah, man. What, he stole a bag of chips? So y'all treat me like a whole cold-blooded killer?
Keep walking, dude. You don't even know what you're
Keep
talking
walking.
about.
I know what I just came up and see. I know just came up and see.
Okay, what did you see?
I see y'all snatching him up the back like you're a man. Ain't he saying it wasn't him? Y'all doing?
Crazy. How old is he? 10 years?
Talking about, man?
That's against the law.
Y'all doing?
So you cannot put that.
What is y'all doing? Take the chips. If he stole some chips, I'll pay for him. I'll pay for him. You don't even know where he lives.
Higher rank, you know.
Y'all just throwing him in the car.
That's what they do. They come here.
Do it.
Yeah. So about this video, you all. What happened to the days when they would call your parents when you were stealing from the store? They'll call your parents up there. Hey, your son is up here stealing. Or how about you teach him a lesson as a man and pay for the chips and then give him a more motivational speech to not do that again? What about...
As opposed to traumatizing this
Exactly.
kid.
8-year-old.
Right.
I
To the
wish
point
you
where now the next time this kid sees a police officer, whether he is in any
Might
kind
grow
of
to
law-
hate the police.
Yeah, in the future, right? But
Yeah.
just the very next time after that, he's gonna have resentment, fear. He's gonna, remember that. He's gonna recall that moment. You know what I mean? And again, after so on and so forth, what may happen again in the next altercation with the police officer, say when he gets a couple of years older, he still got resentment from that.
Exactly.
And you know how police officers respond to any inkling of attitude, anything of resistance. That you know how they respond to that. So we got a child now that has this kind of experience on his mind, under his belt, and now he encounters the police as he gets older. It's a recipe for disaster, basically.
My thing is, what makes you think that that's okay to touch? First of all, what if that? I mean, I'm thinking like that's my baby. You didn't set up and rough my damn. It was my baby. Why would you rough my baby up like that? Because he stole a bag of Doritos. We don't know whether his condition at home is conducive for him to have a daily meal. You don't know his story, why he was maybe pressured, maybe bullied at school. If you don't bring me back, there's so many situations and circumstances around this video here. And I was very upset seeing this video and seeing how all of those gentlemen handled that kid. This is your son. This is your nephew. You know what I'm saying? This is your godson. Why would you, Mark, what is your thoughts on this video? Because why would you sit there and rough that baby up like that over a bag of Doritos? The principal was wrong. Granted, he deserved to be disciplined if that in fact took place. Because we only see him being exited and put into the police car.
I hate to use this spin on every type of situation like this, but if that little boy was white,
it wouldn't be none of that.
It would have been exactly what you opened this conversation with. A slap on the wrist in the form of checking him, giving him a motivational scolding, right? And possibly lined with purchasing the damn chips for the boy.
This could have been a moment.
A teachable moment.
Thank you.
As opposed to a traumatizing moment.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? What they turned it into, especially with him being a cop that doesn't look like him.
Screaming and hollering. You can tell the baby was distraught.
Multiple. And then his homeboy too, right? This homeboy that was with him. Both of those experienced that. You know what I mean? So now he's mad because now he's trying to tell them. On top of that, what did the little boy say to the cop?
I didn't do it. Or
It wasn't
something.
even him.
It wasn't him.
It wasn't him. So the boy who was a witness on the scene, you know, now he may be saying that he may feel like he's just trying to vouch for his friend or whatnot, but still, what if the kid was right? What if it wasn't even him that stole
Or
it?
what if that camera wasn't rolling? What would have happened then? Beat the baby? I mean, look at how they were handling this child. What if
Now you got to think about situations like that all the time, as far as the things that happen that aren't documented, that aren't filmed, that aren't reported. You know what I'm saying? Mainstream news. You know what I mean? I mean, think of how many times have we heard about situations where something happened and then we heard about it a week later.
But listen, talking about under fire, the most they probably would get is suspended.
Listen, what just happened in Grand Rapids? We heard about it a week later.
Right.
And what did he get? Suspended with pay. Right? And they didn't even put his name out. I got his name, his picture and everything.
Thank God for cameras, because I couldn't imagine. Wow.
They ain't put his name.
His family gonna sue.
Some outlets have put his name out. Like I got his picture and his name and shit, but you know they don't want to put it out. The news outlets and don't want to put it out.
Yeah, no.
But it's out there on social media though.
I don't know. As a father, looking at that video, how did that make you feel?
Pissed off, you know what I mean? Untrustworthy. I don't trust police that don't look like me because they don't understand the mindset of the people that live in the community that I live in. They don't understand the personalities of the people in the community that I live in, and they may misjudge them. Misjudge them to a fatal detriment. You know what I'm saying, to it, and that's sad. It's like Mr. Loyola in Grand Rapids. You know what I mean? He didn't deserve to lose his life because he ran away from you. No matter that he was grabbing a taser, right? A taser that had been deployed 2 times, and the taser only has 2 shots. So you shot him because you screaming, "Stop grabbing my taser! Stop grabbing my taser!" I believe that was just a ploy. That was just the icing on the cake to give you. That was just you giving the verbal reason why I'm about to shoot this kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is my reason, self-defense. But he wasn't grabbing your lethal weapon. He was grabbing a weapon that you had already deployed. That was not so you could have let him grab that, right? And they couldn't have done nothing to you with it.
Ooh, our men. You all are under so much pressure just being a black man. And I just want to say, like, to all of the black men that, you know what I'm saying, y'all are appreciated because of the pressure of this world. It's always placed on y'all every time y'all walk out the door. You know, you got us praying, please let them make it home safely. Please let them be okay. Because the police, they don't have any love for our men. Overall, majority rules. Seriously.
Well,
It's
even
not,
some of the black men, right, who wear the blue uniform,
true,
are even somewhat against us. You know what I mean? That blue is more important than that blue. That blue uniform is more important than the black skin to them.
Oh,
The blue uniform is thicker than the black skin.
I don't know, but you all have a lot of pressure, and we do too, but you all have a lot of pressure every time you walk out that door, go to work, dealing with the police. So yeah, y'all, that story right there is troubling, because that's why I'm saying we need to have more, you know what I'm saying, events and activities for the youth to do, to get involved in, so that they won't end up in situations like that where the police is roughing them up. You know, it used to be a village. The village used to take care of this, you know, hey, you know, cultivate you. That whole situation with them police, that was a teachable moment. Unacceptable. And I really do hope everybody involved is terminated, because the way they roughed that child up over a bag of chips. Hell, let me pay for the chips. We'll all pay for
them. The
them.
man said that in the video. He said, "Let me pay for the chips." You know what I'm saying? Like, is the theft of a bag of chips worth that type of treatment out of an 8-year-old, a 10-year-old
baby, and you are a big masculine man? You can tear that baby up? Seriously? Woo, y'all. Oh, I see y'all. I see you, Patricia. Right, they do need extra loving. My goodness. Well, y'all, We are at the end of the Kisha Kee show. And I just want to say, y'all, that I am very elated and honored. And thank y'all for the continuous support. But make sure y'all continuously love and nurture your family. It's so very important to love on each other and to be there. Because this story is very troubling. Because it's just like the way that they, I have a nephew. And I couldn't imagine seeing my nephew, even though he wouldn't be in that situation. But it's just, that video was very troubling to me. Make sure y'all continuously love on each other. Again, I would like to thank y'all so much for the continuous support of the Kisha Kee show. I love you all so much, to YouTube, to Facebook. Thank y'all for rocking with me like y'all do every single week, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. sharp. Okay, thank y'all for chiming in the comments, all of the love and the support that I'm getting. Thank y'all so much, and I am out until next time. What up, doe? It's the Kisha Kee show. What up, doe? It's the Kisha Kee show.
Tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.